Hello, everybody. Peeps, how are you doing? Welcome to the Warm and Toasty Online Memory Afternoon. My name's John O'Casson, and this is episode 54. We've got a lovely show in sunny Colchester, wherever you are in the world. I hope it's sunny where you are. Is it? Is it nice? It's not that sun and snow, is it, that we've been getting lately? Out of my window, it appears to be just sun. Spring is formally here. Yes, we got a show for you this afternoon. Our memory of the week for you to mull over is memories of your best or worst haircut. Going to the barbers, going to the hairdressers, product partings. What did you have? What did you like? How did your hair used to look? That's coming up. We've also got the retro raffle. 2 questions, 2 answers. That's good, isn't it? 2 questions with 2 answers. How do I think these things out? I don't know. 2 prizes. We've got some badges. More badges. Yes, we've got a hello and 3 songs from the wonderful Cliff As If coming up in a little while. We've got a theme of the week is haircut. So, of course, we've got haircut of the week. A classic haircut pitched against each other, 2, and you vote on it. Jeanette's poem of the week. We've got a hello, Jenny Lithgow. We've got it all coming up, as well as Tom and Jeanette. Are they there? Good afternoon.
Hello.
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 I was just doing something on the other screen. You just caught me
How many
off guard.
screens have you got?
3, 4, including my phone.
Have you really?
It's like mission control here. I'm surrounded by
Wow.
screens.
You're like the FBI Central, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I've got obviously one of the cameras is in your house. One of the cameras in your house.
Yes. You can see everything we're doing. How are you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, it's
Good.
not like NASA here, though.
What's that? You got no pasta?
It's not like NASA here. I only have one.
Mate.
Yeah.
I like the pasta expression.
Yeah.
It's not like pasta here.
It's not like pasta here.
I like the way the light dances on the top of your head and lights your hair. Hallelujah.
Does look really spectacular.
I have a light bulb. Take it round with me.
Is it like you've constantly got a good idea?
Yeah, I do that all the time. You know me.
I've got a microphone on my head.
Full of great ideas. Yeah.
Hello, Jenny. Hello, Duncan. Duncan says, it was a toss-up between BBC Radio 4 World at 1 and you lovely folk. Guess what I chose?
Oh,
bless you, Duncan. You know, a number of people listen to our show like a radio show. I don't know if it's a slight on a sort of our good-looking natures that they listen to us as a radio show, but I think it works well. Hi, Keith. Hi, Chrissy. Hope she says hello to my dear friends. Hope you're all well. I believe we are, Chrissy. I believe we are, and I hope you and Brian are doing good. Should we get straight into the ruckus of the whole thing? Let's get the retro raffle.
yes.
It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. It's the retro raffle, never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah. It's coming to your screen.
Screens in Jeanette's face. 4,000 screens.
Well, yeah, I'm just setting my phone up now. Oh, you see all the stuff is in the back of my phone.
Yeah,
10 of that and some business cards.
Are you trying to offer us something for cheap?
Well, sometimes I go out without my purse, but I've always got my phone. So in case I need some money when I'm out.
Hold it towards them. Can we just let that go today, please? And you show them your phone. Tenner.
I should use it for that. A tenner, though. It's not going to bribe anybody much, is it?
I don't have paper money. I haven't used paper money. I haven't actually used paper money almost exclusively for a year or more.
Really? I try and use cash a lot. just keep it all going. And
That's because you're
And,
old school market trader type.
yeah, I am. Was it Sandy once said about a little bit wee, little bit woo?
Yeah.
I think when you're a musician, you quite often get paid in cash as well, don't you? So,
Yeah, but
we'll
nowadays,
see.
who pays in cash nowadays?
Everyone.
Well, she's still in old school ways.
I am.
Right, we've got 2 questions for everybody. And as there's only a few people on the chat because they're all out in the sunshine instead, you can take us out. You can be like Sandy. You can take us on the bus. You can take us to Castle Park. I don't know how she does it. I think she has us on her phone. She puts us inside her phone and carries us around.
Oh.
2 questions. It's a hair-related session this week. It's all about hair all week. All week we're here with our hair. What is the Guinness Book of Records record for the longest hair? Is it A, 3.25 meters, B, 1.75 meters, C, 5.62 meters, or D, as long as a horse, a little pony, and a Yorkshire Terrier dog?
Has to be a Yorkshire Terrier dog, not like a.
That's all they had
Scottish
available to
Terrier.
measure it. Apparently,
Oh, right.
the tape measure wasn't working, and they had to get some animals, and they were the closest that they had at the time.
Okay.
Hi, Karen. Thank you for the badge. You're welcome, Karen. You got the badge because you got the question right. You got another chance, and she's going with C. Let's see. Duncan's going with C. Keith's going with C. Oh, there's a theme going on. For anyone that hasn't heard it, what is the Guinness Book record for the longest hair? Is it A, 3.25 meters, B, 1.75 meters, C, 5.62 meters, or D, as long as a horse, a little pony, and a Yorkshire Terrier dog collectively?
Your hair's looking very long, Jono.
Oh,
How
down
do
the
you measure
back.
your hair?
I measure it by I actually been washing it in the tears of small children. I measure it by sort of like by not really measuring it. I did notice I had a side look the other day, and I caught myself in the mirror and I thought, "Ooh, I like you." No, I thought it's really long at the back, but
Is it?
as I was told, not really ratty, which is a bonus for me.
Give us a little spin. Turn around. Let's have a look. Oh, it is long. Look at that.
I might stay
Wow.
this way. I think it's better for the listeners and the viewers if I stay this way.
No, it's not. We love your face.
Thanks.
You need argan oil, apparently.
Yeah, well, my hair's not. Argan oil is good if your hair's dry. I'm lucky my hair's not too dry. So it's naturally replenished with the goodness of Mother's Earth and L'Oreal.
I might get some argan oil then, Tom.
Yes, Emma's been just started on the argan oil. So
is it argan oil shampoo or just argan oil that you put in with
oil.
your shampoo?
No, you put it on after your shampooing.
Oh, it'd be right greasy.
And you can get it. You can.
It sort of makes it really sort of nice and shiny again.
There you go. This is a hair specially themed show. Tom's right. You can get it in shampoo as well, Jeanette, and conditioner.
Mine's so dry. Look at it. It's really bad. It's always
Don't do that too much. You look like Wayne's World.
Well, I always do, don't I? My glasses.
Garth.
But it's never shiny. But then red hair is often not shiny, and even though this is now turning to blonde completely.
I don't think that's red hair anymore.
Well, it's not, is it? I wonder if underneath it's still a bit reddish. But yeah, it's definitely gone blonde, hasn't it? I am turning into Garth from Wayne's World.
Do you wash your hair?
Me? I do. I wash it once or twice a week.
Because Emma stopped washing hers with shampoo. She just just does it with water now.
Oh, right. I think mine would be very greasy if I did that.
Well, no, it sort of sorts itself out after a while.
After a while? How long?
I don't know, but she hasn't washed it since we went away to Greece.
After a week, it starts normalizing and the flies and everything leave.
Well, I should try something because it's ever so dry and really thin. And your show is about hair today,
Yeah.
and mine is just so thin. If I put it in a ponytail, it's tiny, tiny little thin ponytail. It's like
Yeah,
nothing there.
argan oil. Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
Argan oil.
Argan oil, that's it. I like the film Jason and Argan Oil. That was good. Kim, hi, good afternoon to you. Great to see you all. It's great to see your face there, Kim, on your picture and your comments. We love having you with us. Carol, also, hi to you. She said, hope you're all good. Hi all. Yes, we're all right. We're talking hair, Carol, and Carol as well has got the longest hair, longer than mine, and she's got beautiful hair and she looks lovely, which is always a bonus if you've got nice hair. If you can look lovely with it, it's nice. If you don't look lovely, don't get long hair. Christine goes, see. Kim says, wow, your hair is so shiny, Jono 74. Don't know what 74 is. That might be a smiley on Facebook. Let's see.
Maybe it's your age.
It is my age. I've had
My
a good
waistline.
Rosanna, hi everyone. Hope you're all well and safe. Enjoying this sunny day. Yes, indeed, we are. Sunny and it's lovely, isn't it? Isn't it nice?
It is
It's spring
beautiful.
and it's warm. I hate winter. Kim, as we were on the theme of hair, gives a tip. I wash my hair in eggs. It makes it grow.
That's a really old thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And vinegar to rinse your hair.
Apple cider vinegar is good for your hair.
Mm.
Sometimes lemon juice and olive oil, but not altogether unleft, unwashed.
Like an omelette.
Yeah, like an omelette. With Kim, you get all the eggs and you give them a good souchet, like David Souchet, if he's available. Throw in the apple cider vinegar, the lemon on either side, and then just get a real foam going. Really big foam, and then add the olive oil, and then you leave it for 2 weeks, like Tom's advice, and all the local tramps follow you around.
The flies.
And you could use it as a salad dressing, I think, as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Once you squeeze it out of your hair,
Yeah.
drip it over your salad.
Yeah, you could go with, if it's going for a salad head, go with a bit of red wine vinegar, I always say.
Oh, okay.
And the question,
No, sherry vinegar. Sherry vinegar.
Don't know about that, make me drunk. The right answer to the question was, what is the Guinness Book of Records longest hair on record? It was C, 5.62 meters. You're right.
Wow, that's so
5.62
long.
meters is actually 18 feet and 5 inches.
Wow.
And I won it last week, and I'm so proud of myself. The world's longest documented hair belongs to Xi Quping in China, from China, 18 feet 0.5 when measured on the 8th of May 2004. She's been growing her hair since 1973 from the age of 13.
That would be some straggly ends going on there, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, split ends, straggly ends, call them what you will. Must have been. So anyone that got that right, I will check.
Carol uses that argan oil. Look.
Karen, I use argan oil on my hair. It makes it shine.
I should get some then.
Oh,
I use cheap coconut shampoo because I like the smell.
nah, it's not good. Cheap ones.
Yeah, you with your coconut problems.
No.
You with your first world coconut problems. Rosanna says, so it's beer. I have tried it. It's good on. Yeah, I've heard that. I think my mum used to.
Nice dressing.
What's that? As a dressing.
Does it make a nice dressing as well?
You put a bit of pie with it. It's nice.
Yeah.
What was you saying, Tom? Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, no, you could rinse it out as well, can't you? Top up your pint with it.
Yeah, I think my mum used to do a bit of light hour or something on her hair, and then as she was doing it, she'd sort of like hold on, mum. Just lift a little bit off.
You could have a swig as you go, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Bit of tops. Is that what it's called?
Keep your hair tips coming in. Anyone that hasn't got a badge, send us your address. Who got the question right? I hasten to add, I think there's 3 of you. Namely, Karen got a badge last week. Duncan, I think I sent him a badge. Keith, did I send you a badge? Did you get one right yet? I'm not sure. Christine says, we are so alike in things, Jeanette. I love coconut shampoo as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's so nice. I mean, I wear perfume, and whenever I walk
Perfume?
into a room, my sister says, "Oh, that's so lovely. I love your perfume. It reminds me of mum." So I think our mum used to use the same perfume as me. I only ever use one perfume, so
Is that
it's always
coconut
the same.
perfume?
It's not. No, it's Calvin Klein Obsession perfume that I wear, but I think it mixes with coconut shampoo that that I use and conditioner. So I have this blend of Obsession and coconut, and I think that's what Lorraine likes, really.
The obsessive coconut. Nice, nice. Let me give you the second question, people out there. Which of these terms describes the combing of wet hair into position? Is it A, contouring, B, molding, C, coiling, or D, a cat's lick?
You haven't got the expression spammed up in there, which I understand. There used to be a thing on, oh, crikey, the 80s or 90s. Steve Wright in the Afternoon used to talk about people spamming up, and it's where they'd get their hair and, oh God, I'm going to do this now, make myself look really silly, and just create a centre parting and flatten it down. And if,
Me.
if
Hold
people
on,
do
you're
that,
doing me.
especially men, it would look really strange. And they just call it spammed up.
I think I'm permanently spammed up, actually. I just didn't know that
No,
before.
but if you have, men that have short hair and have it all styled, but then they do a centre parting and flatten it to their heads. Yours has movement and stuff. So you were talking about, doing it with water or making it a shape.
A big thing for me is drying your hair upside down.
Oh, that gives you volume and bounce, does
Yeah,
it?
because my hair when it was long, it used to be really quite flat. Don't tuck it behind your ears, which I will do if I'm not sort of on show, just to
You
keep
do
out
get
of
that
the
big
way.
kink in it, don't you? That I've probably got.
Yeah, yeah. You get the ears like Star Wars lady, whatever her name was. Yeah, if you dry it with the hairdryer upside down, it gives you more volume.
Right.
Yeah, so let's see. Karen's going A, contouring. Duncan's going A, contouring. Let's see what everybody else is saying. We are on a hair episode this week. Episode 54 is all around haircuts and hair. If you've got any
Hair today,
tips
gone tomorrow.
yes, if you've got any hair tips you need us to know about, do put them on the comments. We will read them out, hopefully. Keith, this is what Keith does when he describes the combing of wet hair into position. He uses D, a cat lick.
Well, you say that.
Oh,
Isn't
no,
the
he's
bit
gone
that I've
E.
got there that stand up? That's called a cowlick, isn't it? I've got one bit that
Cowlick.
just stands up on its own, and it's really hard to have a fringe and keep it flat.
My apologies, Keith.
Cowlick.
Keith said E, which I'm not sure what he's doing his own one. So what is your own one, Keith?
Pudding bowl.
Kim says A, contouring 2. Chrissy says A. Karen says, I have about 20 bottles, shampoo and conditioner, and each time I wash my hair, I change shampoo and conditioner. You never know.
Wow.
You never know what you're going to find, Karen. Every day we see you.
You need a
Smell
big
different.
bathroom, though. I've only got one shelf at the end of the bath.
What do you mean? I don't know if would you do 356 different times that on shampoo and conditioner in your bathroom?
I'm thinking my shelf would be full if there were 4 of each, I think, because then you've got your body wash as well. So, there's kind of
Duncan says,
just
I
one
have a syrup.
shelf.
Duncan has a syrup, so don't have any hair washing regime, to be honest. I did always wonder when I thought it was his eyebrows.
Does he put syrup on his hair?
That's what he uses. Syrup shampoo.
Yeah.
Syrup of figs.
Yes, syrup.
Keeps him regular, doesn't it? If he puts that on his head. Keeps him without friends also. But there we go. Keith's answer E is bed hair.
Bed hair.
Bed hair.
Yeah, you can buy, actually, Keith, you've probably seen it. You can buy shampoo and styling products called bed head and bed hair now. People
Yes, I've seen
literally,
those.
if they wake up and their hair's all nice and tidy, they can buy stuff that makes it look really rubbish.
Tousled, I think the word is.
Tousled? Is that what the police use? So nobody's getting the answer right. It's actually, the answer is molding. B, people, B, get with the program, why don't you? Right, that was the retro raffle of the week. Let's move on to the memory of the week. You're already talking about it. So this week's memory is your best or worst haircut. So haircuts, partings, products, spill the beans. I'll start. I've got the mic. I've got the mic for the minute before Tom and Jeanette take it off me. I'll start with, I've had a lifelong love of getting my hair. I like people touching my hair a bit. Like, I don't know. If I'm walking down the street, don't try and touch my hair, because I will do some kung fu moves upon you. But when I go to the barber, my dad used to play in Stoke Newington. There was a place called Mario's. He was a Greek barber, and like in the Madness House of Fun video or whatever it is in, he had the pictures in the window of all unfashionable haircut. But my dad used to take me there to get my haircut, and he used to put a piece of wood across the top of the chair. The chair had arms, and he used to put a bit of wood on the chair so I could sit up and feel like I was a grown up and be tall when I was a little kid. And I loved it.
That's
I loved
nice.
getting my hair cut.
That's lovely.
Usually, most of my younger years was most of them, not all of them. Some of it was long, but short back and sides. How about you two? Favorite haircuts or cutting moments?
I haven't got any favourite cutting moments. I've had some fun with colour. I had pink hair back in the early 80s, I think, late 70s, early 80s. There was a place in London, in Kensington Market, that sold a product called Crazy Colour. And Gary Leach and I would go there, and he had black hair, but he'd dye it really black and then put on this blue kind of peacocky, kind of shiny thing that you could only just see it was blue because it was so black. And I'd have pink, this bright pink hair. And I remember being at Gary's mum's house with her. I think I might have mentioned it on the show before. She had a white or cream coloured vinyl sofa, and I fell asleep with my head on the arm of it. And anyway, this crazy colour used to come out. If it rained, it would run down your face.
Lovely.
But it used to come out on people's cream furniture. So she was very cross with me.
There's an echo from Keith. When I was a young punk rocker back in the 70s, I bleached and then dyed his hair electric blue.
Ah.
And Karen says, I'm really fussy about my hair. I sometimes do my hair pink. You wild child. How about you, Tom? Bad haircut moments, good? Indifferent?
I don't know.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. I got something. I found an earlier version of you, Tom. There you are. When you had your quiff years, when you were a rock and roller.
When I was a rocker. Yeah.
When you was
a
rocker.
DA.
Yeah, and I got one of you, Jeanette, as well. There's one of you of an earlier cut.
Well, I did go and see the Rosillos, and Eugene and the Rosillos had a huge quiff that defied gravity.
That's my flock of seagulls period. It's only in colour.
You've actually put our faces. You've actually done some work on this, John, and you've put our faces in those pictures. Nice shopping.
Yeah. So, tell me about your haircut moments, Tom.
I don't know, really. I'm not really sure about any haircut moments. I never dyed my hair. I've never. Yeah, I was at my cousin's 40th wedding anniversary, actually, just before lockdown. The autumn before lockdown, and she had some old photos, and I'm not quite sure what haircut is Jeanette.
It's a sort of it's a boofy thing. It's just a sign. I forgot the name of it now. What she had.
It looks like Alvin Stardust.
Uchiku. Yeah, sorry, Tom.
So yes, so I seem to have had a very sort of pudding basin haircut for her wedding, because there was sort of some photos of me when I was probably about 10. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was about it. Pudding.
That was about it.
Yeah.
Well, let me go over to the folks out there. Our lovely people out there. Duncan says, when I was 13, my old man gave me a two-tone skinhead's Scar Moonstomping #2 haircut. I look like a mugshot from Crime Watch. I remember them crew
Just
cuts.
picturing that.
I remember them well. Carol says, I got fed up with my long hair, so went and had a Mia Farrow haircut. It was so short, I couldn't get hold of it. Never again. Yeah, I can imagine the regret. Mia Farrow, she had that little, almost like a little short bob, wasn't it?
The little elfin haircut. I think
Elfin,
they're called, aren't they?
two bob,
Yeah.
probably. Keith thought that the one of Jeanette, probably, where's she gone? Where's she gone off my screen? Where you gone, Jeanette? Could have been a teddy boy. There's a teddy boy look.
Yeah.
And certainly this is Tom with his teddy boy years. Absolutely. He's forgotten that photo was still out there on the internet. Probably won't want to talk about that. Jenny says, I once had an Annie Lennox. My husband threatened to go and punch him on the nose. Sorry, Tom, what was you going to say?
I don't know. I can't remember now. That's too long ago. Yeah.
Too long ago, yes. So keep them coming. Memories of haircuts, partings, products, good haircuts, bad haircuts.
My sister had a haircut years ago, and that must have been, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, probably early 80s. And she was quite a big girl. She was always quite stocky, a lot bigger than me. But we have very small heads in our family, so we have to keep our hair a little bit kind of bigger to make our heads look normal size. And Lorraine has very dark hair, always did have, and I mean now she looks like Dawn French a little bit. But can you imagine my sister with a little head had bleached blonde, short, spiky hair, and it was like Bridget Nielsen. Do you remember? Sylvester Stallone's wife,
right.
Red Sonja or something. She had
blonde
really
hair?
short, spiky, bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
And that's what my sister had on her little head. And her skin colour was completely wrong for this yellowy, bleached hair. I'll dig out a photo. I'll embarrass her. She'll be home for lunch any minute. She'll tell me off.
That's it. She's lucky she can't hear us. Duncan, he's off. He's been asked out on a walking date with my lovely wife Petra, so got to seize the moment and leave you lovely folk. Have a cracking weekend. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely walk. It's
Love to you
perfect
both.
day for it, Duncan. Keith, I saw a flock of seagulls at Moyles nightclub in Bath. The lead singer's hair was amazing. It almost touched the ceiling. I think I was at that gig, and that's where I wore that hair, Keith. I think I was there. Yeah. We better invite our guest on. Where is he? Let me see if we can find the one, the only Cliff Azif.
Hey.
Hello, mate.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Can you see us or can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can't see you, but as long as you can see me.
We can see you, and you're looking rather gorgeous.
Yes, I can't help myself.
You do look lovely, and so does your chandelier.
Yes.
Yeah. It's only a copy. It's not a real one.
Oh.
Just in case Del Boy came around and tried to clean.
I know that episode.
Have you had any haircut stories you want to share with us, Will?
Well, I could tell you a very recent one. During lockdown, I got terrible lockdown hair, and I got hold of a pair of DIY clippers. What I didn't realize that they were for the dog, not for me, not for a person. And I nearly made myself bald. I had a big bald patch on this side of my head, which, because I've got long hair, I was able to do a comb over. It's just started to grow back now. So yes, that was an absolute disaster, but I almost became like your Brenner.
People are going to be following you around at your shows now. Can we just have a little look at the side, at the back?
Yeah. It's grown back to a number 1 and a bit now, just about there.
Oh, so, bless you, Will. I had a number 1 earlier. It was quite nice.
I've been listening to your conversations and tips on washing hair, and I'm going to get some argan oil.
Yeah, get some argan oil.
Get some argan oil.
Some eggs.
I once used banana and coconut shampoo. It didn't do me much good, but I tell you what, I could climb trees. I tell you.
Bum, bum, bum. He's here all week if you like it. Let me say,
I'm proud to say that my hair is all my own. Everything is there.
nice.
And I've got the receipt to prove it too. So,
Well, Will, Karen Maloney says hi. Will, good to see you again.
hey, Karen, nice to see you too. Sorry, I should say that.
Kim says, when I was young, I had nice ringlets my mum did for me till one day mum decided to get it cut and turned out me looking like a boy. It was that short. Another Mia Farrow story, really. Boy. Oh.
I used to have long hair, you know, like you, Jono, years ago. And it used to come down to I never had it any longer than my shoulders. But it was in my teens and late teens. I've got some pictures. Maybe one day I'll send them over to you.
Oh, we'd love to see them. We'd love to see them. I was contacted by an old friend of my brother's who grew up on the same estate as me in London recently, and we had shared a picture from those days, and then he saw my hair there, and he says, "Have you only ever had one haircut in your whole life?" Because the haircut hadn't changed from when I was a kid. But there we go. That's rubbish story. We'll move straight on from that. That didn't work. Let's get Cliff as if singing. That's what we need in our lives. We should get off. Tom and Jeanette, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Cliff as if.
Ah, lovely. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I'm going to do two songs in one now, just a quickie for you. And I want you all to sing along with this. Here we go. Well, I got no baggage to slow me down, 'cause I'm a traveling so fast, my feet ain't touching the ground. All together now, traveling light, traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my tonight. Well, I got no comb, got no toothbrush, I got nothing to hold. Well, I'm carrying only a pocket full of dreams, a heart full of love. They weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love in her eyes, 'cause I'm a hoot and a holler away from paradise. Traveling light, traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. All together, ready? Here we go. I got myself crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living dog. I get to do my best to please her, just got she's living dog. Got her overnight, that is why she satisfies my soul. I got the one and only walking, talking, living dog. Take a look at her hair, it's hair. See, I get hair in there somewhere. It's real, and if you don't believe what I say, just feel like a puppet drum. No big hunk can steal her away from me. So crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living dog. I get to do my best to please her, just got she's living dog. Got her overnight, and that is why she satisfies my soul. I got the one and only walking, talking, living dog. Hey, hey!
Yay! That's lovely. Thank you very much.
See you later.
Cliff, as if we're getting a hello from Elizabeth from Sweden.
Hey, hi, Elizabeth. It's lovely. Thank you for looking in. This is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, people love it when you come on, Will. I'm Sam Will. If you don't know Will as Will, he's also the best tribute act to Cliff Richard, Cliff as if. But I also know him as Will Chandler. Christine says, "Hi, Will. Miss your visits to Colchester. Lovely seeing you and hearing you. Lots
I
of
miss too. I miss going to Colchester. I used to love those days we had together.
We'll have them again.
Yeah.
New tomorrows are being hatched and planned as we speak, and we'll be back. Fingers crossed, it's all going to go well. It is at the moment, isn't it? It's happening.
Don't forget you owe me a mountain of biscuits.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've got some fig rolls stuck under this desk, just waiting for you to come along. They're going a little bit hard on the outside, but I think they'll be all right for you.
That's fine. It's the inside.
Sorry, Karen's applause from Karen. Carol says, "Been singing along and waving my hands around. Good to see you, Will."
Lovely. Thank you so much. I said, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Kim says, "Great performance, Will." I was singing along. I bet Tom and Jeanette were also.
Oh yes, definitely.
Thank
Always.
you, guys.
I think a Cliff Richard song was #1 when I was born, so it's always with me.
Oh, congratulations and jubilations.
I don't think it was that one. I think it was Bachelor Boy, and it was a double A side.
He was not going to ask.
I wasn't going to ask what year, but now you're giving it away.
Yeah, it was New Year's Day, 1963.
Oh my word!
You don't look a day over 17. You know that, Jimmy.
17.
17.
I'm 17.
Oh,
God bless you. He can come back.
Yeah.
So Will's going to pop off for a minute. We'll see you in a moment or two. Thank you, sir. We're just going to do a little bit of a theme and then a scheme. What a lovely gentleman he is.
He's lovely, isn't he?
He is, and it's time for Haircut of the Week.
Get your haircut. Get your haircut. Lockdown's done and your hair's down to your bum. It's the haircut of the week.
Hair down to your bum. I love that.
Lockdown's done and your hair's right down to your bum, and it's nearly there in my case. Sorry about that. That was a very late night one.
I feel very tall. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, that's it. Get with the program, Tom. Get with the class system. First up, we have in our haircuts of the week is this one. I'll find the actual version. That was an early version from Tom. Is this one? It's the quiff. The quiff. Oh, and I should say, just because the nature of the pictures I had of Tom and Jeanette, I'm going with men's hairstyles this week. Next week, ladies, you're in the spotlight. This week is the quiff. The quiff is a hairstyle that combines the 1950s Pompadour hairstyle, which I think you might have had in that other earlier picture, Jeanette, the 50s flat top, and sometimes a mohawk. It was born as a post-war reaction to the short and strict haircuts for men. The hairstyle was a staple in the British teddy boy movement, but became popular again in Europe in the early 1980s, and faced a resurgence in popularity during the 1990s. Is it true if you had a quiff, is it true that men used to use dripping from meat to keep their hair standing up really high? Is that true? I don't know. But that's the first one. See what you think. So you'll get 2 haircuts and you have to vote on the one you prefer. Tom, have you ever had a quiff?
No. No. I've never had a proper haircut, really.
Have you not?
I've never had I've never had sort of it styled in any way. It was either quite long when I was young or disappearing when I'm now at my age now.
So when you say you've never had a proper haircut, do you mean it's come off naturally, or it was just cut in a random style?
Just cut in random style. I used to shave it off completely at one point.
Yeah, I used to have a really short haircut, crew cut, I think they
just
called
because it was easy to do, and you just get
I long for those days in the summer when you can have that nice, because it's so hot. I have to go man bun.
Mm-hmm.
Jeanette, have you ever had a lady quiff? That sounds rude, doesn't it?
It does.
That sounds wrong.
That sounds wrong, doesn't it? That shouldn't have come out like that.
Yes.
No,
Do you
I
know
have
anyone
had
who had a quiff?
well, like I said, the guy from the Rosillos Eugene had a
Had a lady
huge
quiff.
quiff.
I don't know.
But I've never seen a lady quiff.
I've
gone a bit
heard
red.
he had a lady quiff once. Yeah.
I think, have I ever had a particular hairstyle? I remember when Lorraine Chase used to do that Luton Airport advert.
Luton Airport. Ooh,
And she started off that style where everybody would pull the hair back really tight. And
Yeah.
do you remember she had a ponytail at the back, but
Yeah.
nothing on her face, really pulled back tight.
Yeah.
And I used to want to be able to do that, but I don't think my face was a nice enough shape for that kind of style. Plus, my hair was so thin; it would make a very skinny ponytail. And yeah, it just and with my head being so small, and Gary used to call me Pinhead. So I just
no,
yeah,
I
I
remember
can't
not-
remember any particular style.
Mhm.
Fringes with me have come and gone over the years. If I can be bothered to deal with that cowlick. So that would make a great quiff, wouldn't it? On one side.
That's funny because not a long time ago, I remember you dressing up as Britney Spears on this program.
I did not dress up as Britney Spears.
You did.
I just had my hair in plaits. I think
Did
that was it.
You did dress up as Britney Spears.
I did not.
You did.
It wasn't deliberate. The only thing I've ever dressed up
Yeah, you
as
say
is
that
Andy
now.
Pandy.
Yeah. You say that now, Jeanette, that it wasn't deliberate.
Well, if I went for it, if I actually dressed like Britney Spears, you'd know all about it. And I might just do that next week. If it's going to
Oh,
be about
baby,
lady.
baby.
Next week, you said it's going to be women's hairstyles rather
Yes.
than men's.
Yes.
So, well, let's go for it and let's do some hairstyles next week.
Okay.
I will,
We'll do it.
if I remember.
We'll do it. Jenny Lithgow, she says we were at the gig Cliff did at the Old Odeon, that's Colchester, circa 1960, where he announced to the world that his backing group would change their name to the Shadows because there was a group in America called the Drifters. Wow. That moment in history.
My mum was at that gig. I remember
Oh, was
her
she?
telling me about that. Yeah,
Brilliant.
my mum, she was very young. She didn't have children
Belated
until
hi,
1960.
everyone. Looking good from Brenda. Hi, Brenda. We're talking about haircut of the week. That's the first one, the quiff. The second one, it's men's haircuts. So I need you to vote as men or women, even if it's not your actual sex. You can still vote on it. The short back and sides. The short back and sides dates back to the Roman Empire as the regulation haircut for legionnaires. During the post-World War II period, the short back and sides in the form of a comb-over or short on top became the standard dress code for men's hair in workplaces settings throughout the Western world until the late 1960s and early 70s. And actually, it's still favoured by many men to this day. Men, do you ever go to the barbers and ask to have a haircut the same as the ones they have the photos of on the window of men? You know, like they have the kind of like weird sort of 70s haircut men in the windows. Do you ever go and have those sort of haircuts? Does anybody ever go and point to it and go, I want that one?
There's usually a mullet involved, I think. As well.
Yeah. Mullet. Yeah, I was going to put mullet, but I just couldn't be doing it. Couldn't be dealing with it. When I was younger, it probably wasn't quite like that chap. He didn't have a side parting like that, but I always used to have a short back and sides. It was probably just a little bit. I'm rolling the mouse across my screen. It was a little bit more messier on top. And I found a great way to make your hair stand up in the 80s is going put a little tiny bit of gel or
Lard.
or lard or what's it called, hairspray, and then go in your mate's open top car, and your hair would stand up. It would be like a they had scaffolding. Yeah. Anyway, I'm whittling on. Those are the two haircuts. So let me show you again. No, not that one. No, not that one. Where are they? I've blooming lost them. That one, which is a quiff. Did you prefer for the first haircut of the week, the inaugural haircut of the week, a quiff or where are you hiding, fella? Short back and sides. What would you prefer to see on a man if you are not a man, or if you are a man, what would you prefer on your own head? Karen said, I've always had the same hairstyle, fringe, long hair since the 1970s. I didn't know you was that age, Karen. I can't see your picture. You look young in your picture. Quiff or short back and sides? Get the votes in, and we will turn to our great guests. Will, aka Cliff as if. We'll bring him back in a second. I don't know where he's disappeared to. Now I can see him now. Let's bring him back and see if he's got anything to say about this situation.
I'm quite perplexed, really.
Why?
By what?
To choose between a quiff and a short back and sides. When I was a young boy, or young man, as I said earlier, I had long hair, and there was no other choice. You know, you had long hair or short hair. That was it. So I couldn't. I feel sorry for those looking in having to choose, because
Yeah, well, it's true. You had long or short hair, but having a quiff does need a bit of work. You need to put product on to get it up there.
Yeah, well, as I've got older, products have become a part of my hair now. You know,
I don't want to know about your personal life, mate. Thank you.
It's all right. You know everything there is to know.
Oh yes, sorry.
You know, so I'm really pleased, you know, to be on today, because this is a very special day, isn't it? Today, St. George's Day.
Yes, happy St. George's Day.
And apparently he was born in Israel, and he became he was a Roman. He was a leader of the Roman centurions for a while, I believe.
Was he?
Did you know that?
No, I probably
I
had
read
read
about
it
that yesterday.
Yeah. I don't
He'd
know.
never even set foot in England, had he?
That's right. Yeah, never even had pie and mash, fish and chips. I mean, how unlike St. George is that? I mean, is he real? Was there ever a St. George?
These questions and others will be answered on next week's episode of Soap.
I think
And there was no such thing as a dragon. That was a made-up thing. So how could he slay the dragons?
No, I know he said something there. The other thing is, I think I've come to the conclusion that of all days there should be a St. Jono Day.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that.
And every year on the 23rd of April, there should be, everyone should get a day off in celebrating St. Jono Day.
You crazy man.
No, it's true. True. We all love you, Jono. You're an amazing man. You've done so much for so many people. And bringing this warm and toasty thing together is just absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic, mate. Quite literally. It's very kind of you. I've done so much for so few.
Oh, don't you use false modesty now. Everyone loves you, Jono. You're a great man. Good man.
Well, we're in this together. That's very kind of you to say. I'm going to get embarrassed now, and I'm going to let you instead sing, because I like your chat, but I like your singing too. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here with us all the way live from Norfolk. It is the one and only Cliff as if.
Cliff as if. Hey, well, listen. I just thank you so much for this time that we can do this and have a little sing song together. Now, this song I'm going to do now is one that I have a lot of fun in when I do shows. And, well, I can't see you, but I know that you can join in on this. It's called I Could Easily Fall in Love with You. So when we get to the chorus, it goes, I could easily fall in love with you. And I want you to point at me like that, just to make me feel loved. Will you do that? Yeah. Okay, right, here we go. But you got to start off with a curled lip. Jono and Tom and Lynn, like, got the, okay, nice. Ready? Here we go. Good. If you should tell me that I'll always be same old someone that I knew, then I can tell you all so easily. Are you ready now? I could easily easily fall in love with you. Thank you. It wasn't long ago that I saw you there, but even then I thought I knew that given half a chance, I'd easily, are you ready? Do it again. I could easily fall in love with you. Come on, Jeanette, sing along. Okay, we go. I've been too long on my lonesome now. I've been too long by myself. I couldn't feel more lonesome now if I was left on the shelf. Don't ever change your smile. You're smiling now, go and smile. Please don't let me see you blue. Then I can tell you all so easily. I could easily fall in love with you. Okay, curl blip again. Here we go. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh.
Cliff As If, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir.
That was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a great weekend, everybody.
Well, they're still here, and you've got one more song to go, so
Oh,
don't disappear on us.
I've got
Have you got to head off? Have you got to head off, Will?
You've got, I think I can come up with one, but yeah, absolutely. No, thank you. I'd love to do another one. That'd be great.
Brilliant. Well, we've just got Jeanette's poem of the week to do in a moment or two, and then if you could do one more, we'd love it.
I will be here ready and waiting.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Will. We'll see you in a tickety boo. Couple of comments.
It's great. He did have me singing along to that. And
I was
dancing.
singing.
Can you do that whole lip thing?
uh-huh.
Oh, is that a bit Elvis though? I don't know. Does Cliff do it as well? As
He
Elvis?
did. Karen says, I can remember my mum went to a pub in Ealing, London with Roger Daltrey from The Who, and they asked Roger to leave the pub because of his hair. My parents used to make celebrities' clothing many years ago. Brenda says, I've always liked to see a bit more hair on men. Talk
Me
about it,
too.
my sister. But we'll
I like
say
long
short-
hair on men. It's
yeah,
nice.
but we'll say short back and sides, as most men had that cut years ago. Never liked quiffs. He says, yay, St. John O'Day, putting it in the diary. I don't think that's going to be happening, but it's very kind of Will to be kind.
It's in our world.
Karen says, love it. Thank you to Cliff As If. Carol says, more. Brilliant. Cliff, thanks. Good song, says Brenda. Great song, Karen. We were singing along. Great song, says Kim. Thank you. He'll be back with one more. He didn't realize it, but he's gone off to remember what song he'd forgotten that he's going to do, because he did two sort of medleys, didn't he? So for that first ever haircut of the week, over to you, Jeanette. What is the winner, please?
The winner is, not many of you voted again.
many,
You're getting
not
a little
many
bit
in.
lazy, I think. That's what it is. There's plenty of you there, but you're just being a bit lazy with your votes. And the winner this week is
The short
back and sides.
It covers everything, doesn't it, really? Because you can
Well,
still
not
have a
really.
message
Not if
bit
you
on
like
top.
long hair.
No, but you can always staple that on. Those staples on the neck are quite good. Or glue. Hair glue. And if you do have your hair cut, our haircut adjudicator has told me that if you do cut any hair, put it out in your garden or on your balcony, and the birds love it for their nests this time of year.
They definitely do, don't they?
True story. Long hair on guys is the best, says Karen. I like these people. I like them all. Well, that was that. That was the haircut of the week. I won't play that jingle again. We had enough of that. It's time for poem of the week.
It's poem of the week. It's sometimes short and sweet.
Like my hair.
It's poem of the week, and it's always magnifique. Well, the poem this week has a little thing sent in by our regular lovely lady, Jenny Lithgow. And she's sent something in called Out of Lockdown 2021. And I don't know if I'm reading it the right way, but it's a sonnet, I think she said. So I'll give it my best. Out of Lockdown 2021 by Jenny Lithgow. I watch the Warm and Toasty Club, I do. It's kept me sane throughout this last year. Without it, I think I would have gone cuckoo. I'm sorry about friends we miss so dear. Staying at home with nothing at all new, except as exciting as if next door's bathroom window is open or not. You. And are the people following the laws? So will we be able to go out soon? Do I want to? I think I'll stay at home with wild birds and my hedgehog. What a goon. We'll just carry on like Darby and Joan. Will I be tempted to go into town? Only the Warm and Toasty Club will get me to go down. So that was by Jenny Lithgow, and it's called Out of Lockdown 2021. I hope you like that. If anybody's got any other things they want to send in, I'm happy to read any poetry or sonnets or prose, preferably rhyming. But it's lovely to hear from any of you and any of your submissions.
Well done, Jeanette. That was lovely. And Jenny, that was so nice. And to talk of us in your sonnet was a treat. Thank you very much. I got sent it the other day and I passed it on to Jeanette, and I was touched when I received it. It was very lovely. And
That's
you know,
nice.
I hope we can meet in person at future memory afternoons, Jenny, and that you're able to make it. We're going to come back hopefully in the summer. With a soft comeback. We're not going to rush things. We're going to come back hopefully with a few outdoorsy type things. No dates yet. We're still waiting on a few things to happen. I think it's important to sort of like, lots of people have got to get vaccinated. Our artists that we use, a lot of those are not vaccinated yet. So we want everyone to be safe. And also sort of like we want to see that how things go with other companies. They're doing some test gigs and theatre shows and whatnot, aren't they? And seeing how they go and how the reaction to that is in this strange new world. Most of all for us, the biggest thing is hopefully social distancing will be able to be ended at some point. I'm not sure of it yet. I can't see it happening in my mind's eye, but I hope it will. That's going to be a big thing for us. But well done, Jeanette. Let me just read you some comments. She says, lovely, Chrissy says, lovely Jenny and lovely Jeanette. Karen loves the poem. Brenda says, great poem, sonnet, stroke, slash sonnet. Jenny says, thank you, Jeanette. I didn't expect that. Very well read. Ah, well done, Jenny. Carol says, that poem was very good and well read too. Well read too by the Jeanette Lyons person. She's on that side of the screen. Yes, I've got to get it right.
How many lines has it got?
Hold on. I've just taken it off my screen. It'll take me ages to find it.
All right.
All right. Kim says, lovely poem, Jenny. Very well read, Jeanette. Very well read, Jeanette, says Brenda.
I think there were 12, Tom.
It's got to be
There was
14.
4 lines per.
It's got to be 14 for a sonnet.
Perhaps I squashed 2 lines
Maybe
together.
Jeanette squashed it. Yeah, she squashed 2 lines. She squashed 2 lines.
Yeah. Jeanette Lyons. I do what I like with lines.
Hey.
On the right lines.
Hey, well, we're rushing through well, but we've got time for
no advertising on this program.
In fact, Will Chandler, aka Cliff Asif, my friend, how are you getting on with life, and what have you got coming up in life?
It's been a tough few weeks. Personally, lost my sister, died about 3 weeks ago, which is a bit of a sad time for all the family.
So sorry for your loss, Will.
But you know, she's at peace now, and we had the funeral last Thursday, so we're kind of moving on. And obviously very sad, but lots of things coming up, very positive. Lots of bookings coming in, and obviously, as you were saying, some of them are going to be tests, social distance stuff. So we're going to have to wait and see. But it's all forward looking and promising, and just keeping a smile, keeping going. And so thank you. Yeah, but I'm doing okay. Still handsome, and I've got a new motorbike, Jeanette, on the way.
Oh, what have you got?
Well, I got rid of my Kawasaki Ninja, and now I'm going back to a bike a model of a bike I had before that was a Suzuki TL1000 Sports Twin bike. I'm going back to that.
Wow, that's a biggie.
1000cc twin, yeah, it's a lovely one. But so it's going to be delivered on Tuesday.
Is it really?
I'm looking forward to getting out. Hopefully the weather will get a bit warmer, because I noticed that you've been out on yours, but I'm still
All
too
the time.
still
I'm going out as soon as we finish the show. I'm off out.
okay. It's still too cold for me. It needs to be a minimum of 15 degrees to get me out there. But
Wow. Well, I put motorbike jeans over the top of my normal jeans and thermal socks, and I'll have a vest, a shirt, a hoodie, and a thick motorbike jacket, 2 scarves, and I've got silk liner gloves to go under my normal gloves. I ride all year round. So,
And when you've put all that on, do you actually have time to go out?
well, this is it. It does take me a little while to get ready.
And if you get caught short, of course you're in trouble, aren't you?
Well, I have to plan these things as a lady of a certain age and a diabetic.
Don't. I did that a couple of years ago. I bought one of them boiler suit things, like they call them jumpsuits for ladies, and it was a little bit tight under the crotch, but it was okay. And I had it on and realised I was just pottering around. I was sitting down, I stood up, and I realised I really badly needed a wee, and it was so tight that I couldn't get it over my shoulders to get it off. And I needed a wee, and I had to cut out the groin just to be able to go. Oh, it was terrible. I'll never go back to that.
Well, have you noticed that all through the show this afternoon, I haven't had a drop of anything to drink because I'm just going to dehydrate myself a little bit before I go out.
On the bike. Yeah, there we go. Let me read some of these comments, if I may. Elmy says, late again, so sad, missed the poem. I loved the poems. Well, you can always watch back our shows if you go to put the Warm and Toasty Club in Facebook and then go to our video page. All the episodes there, all including this one, 54 episodes are there if you fancy listening in, watching again. Jenny says 14 lines. It's 3 quadrants and a rhyming couplet to finish.
Couplet.
I can never read. I didn't go to school. Annie says, so sorry for your loss, Will. And likewise from the Warm and Toasty Club, very sorry for your loss, my friend. And just keep strong, keep carrying on doing what you do. And it's meaning so much to people out there, Will. Your love comes through. It comes through the internet wires, even though we can't be with you at the moment with each other. Karen says, keep smiling, Will. We've all been thinking of you after your sad loss. Condolences from Elmy. Brenda says, so sorry to hear about your sister, Cliff. And Elmy says, I will do that. Thank you. Yeah, you watch again. But where would we go? You got all these positive things coming up. You're going forward. You got your bike. Coming on Tuesday. Where'd you
Have
go?
a little ride down to Colchester.
Yeah.
Yes.
When it gets warmer.
When it gets warm, it's cold for him. He can't be putting on no boiler suit business. Where would people go to find you online, where they're going to see what dates you've got coming up? Where's the best place?
On my Facebook page, and my Facebook group page, Cliff as If.
Yeah.
Find all my dates and stuff on there. I do have a website, but that's being updated right now, so I wouldn't even go there if you want dates. But I can be contacted through cliffasif.com.
cliffasif.com, and maybe Tom, you can find the group that Will talks about, his Cliff as If group, and we can put it up there. But let's get out of your way and get you doing what you do so well. Once again, he's here for the last time this afternoon. It is the wonderful, the delightful, the fantastic Cliff as If.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I'm going to do this in honor of Jeanette, my fellow biker, who was born on the day that this was #1. Okay, here we go. When I was young, my father said, son, I have something to say. And what he told me I'll never forget until my dying day. He said, son, you are a bachelor boy, and that's the way to stay. Son, you'll be a bachelor boy until your dying day. When I was 16, I fell in love with a girl sweet as can be. Then I remember just in time what my daddy said to me. He said, son, you are a bachelor boy, that's the way to stay. Son, you'll be a bachelor boy until you're dying. Well, as time goes by, I probably will meet a girl and we'll fall in love. Then we'll get married, have a wife and a job. They'll be my eternal loves. But until then, I'll be a bachelor boy, and that's the way I'll stay. Well, I'm happy to be a bachelor boy until my dying day. One more time. I'll be a bachelor boy, and that's the way I'll stay. Yeah. Happy to be a bachelor boy until my dying day. Until my dying day. Yeah. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, woohoo!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with us.
you.
And I do believe you've got coming up soon. You're going to be on an open top bus at the Posh Club
Hey, in Crawley.
in
Wow.
Crawley. When's that, Will?
I think it's the 19th, 20th, and 21st of May.
Oh, that sounds delightful. And just like the old days.
Yeah,
Summer holiday.
I can't wait. It'll be absolutely fantastic. It'll be great.
Quite literally. Yeah, it's going to be great. Check out Cliff As If. Go to Facebook groups. Cliff As If, you'll find him. He's all over the Facebook. He's all over the internet. He's a lovely man. And it's been a joy to have him with us. Let me read you a few comments before you disappear. Carol says, yay, well done, Will. And Karen says, thank you, Cliff. She puts a love sign after it. Karen Maloney, Elmi, they're applauding. Thanks. You go on and get on with your life. Thanks for being with us and being such a lovely gentleman, talented to boot. And we'll see you the next time round. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Bye.
What a lovely gentleman that he is.
Isn't he great? How nice that you dedicated that song to me, I feel. Oh,
Ah,
I'm honoured.
I know. I was singing along. I love that song.
Me too.
It's amazing when you get Will doing Cliff As If, how you remember so many of the songs. And
Yeah, you don't realise you know every word of every song.
of every song. Yeah. Kim says, brilliant, Cliff. Well, that's us this afternoon. I'm going to add a little corner screen to my corner to say we're going to go for the outro credits. Thanks for being with us. I know it's a sunny day, so lots of you out there are on the sun lounger already. Have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to Tom and Jeanette, and of course Will, aka Cliff As If. And we will see you once again next week, Friday. We're here every week. See you on the other side.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week. See you next week.
Bye, 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 bye.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. But putting it all aside, we made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty in here. Share our laughter, sometimes tears. You'll be welcome with a cup of tea and a biscuit, maybe 2 or 3. Wrapped in a little white cloth, cooking for hours in the old iron pot. There's a jam roly-poly for tea, enough for you and Dad and Grandma and me. What did we like the most? Fish paste sandwich or peas on toast? Nothing could come close to bubble and squeak the day after our Sunday